Good day everyone, I am Stephanie Don Ludok. Today we are going to discuss a new topic which is all about personality. But before going to the new discussion, let us have first a short recap about the discussion last week, which is all about culture. Last meeting, we discussed about culture, and we have discussed that culture is from the Latin root, which is colere, means to cultivate. And we also discussed that culture is the way of life for an entire society, which includes the manners, the dress, the language or dialect, the system of belief, religion, and norms. And there are three principles that we discussed that influence culture, and those are truth, beauty, goodness, or ethical. Now, the question is, what is personality? Let us start with the origin or the nature of the word personality. Personality comes from the two Latin words which are per and sonere. Then it is coined later on and it becomes persona, which means to sound through. Persona in literature means an actor's mask through which the sound of his voice was projected, or persona is referred to the actor who was role-playing. So when we say role-playing, we are portraying someone's character. In other words, our personality may be the mask that we wear when we face the outside world. So, does this mean that personality refers solely to the mask that we wear or the role we play? Definitely no. Personality also talks about the characteristics that are not seen. This includes our emotional, mental, social, and spiritual aspects or qualities. And so, if personality is talking about what's inside and outside of a person, then personality is defined as those inner psychological characteristics and that determine and reflect how a person responds to his environment, which is outside. Now we have several definition of personality. According to Oxford Dictionary, it is the combination of characteristics or qualities that form an individual's distinctive character. So when we go back to the meaning of persona, it means the actor's mask role-playing showing someone's character. So it is connected. Another definition is from Mark Kelland. He said that personality is a variety of factors blend together to create each person. So meaning personality is about the whole being of a person. Another meaning of personality from courses that learn lumenlearning.com. It says that personality is long-standing traits and patterns that propel individuals to consistently think, feel, and behave in specific ways. So it basically means that it describes and embraces the moods and behavioral characteristic of people or a person. Next is, according to Stephen Robbins, personality is the total ways in which how an individual react and interact with other people. Let us discuss the determinants or factors that affect a person's personality. Now, we have two. First is heredity. Second is environment. Now, what is heredity and environment? It is said that human personality is partly affected by heredity. Now, what is heredity? Heredity is the parents' qualities are passed on to their children through genes. So we can say that this is already the nature of the child or the person. It is acquired already. So that is heredity. Now what is environment? Environment also plays an essential role in our personality. So all personality traits are not determined by heredity. So wala nato nakuha tanan nato ang personality from our parents. So there are some traits or personality of us that is brought up by the environment that we are into. So, question, what comprises environment? Okay, so we have culture. So, here we can discuss already how our personality is formed by culture. So, again, what is culture? Culture is the sum total of learned beliefs, values, customs, norms, rituals, religion, the manners, the language, and etc. So, since culture is an element of our environment, it basically means that culture is among the factors that affects our personality. Let's have an example. Basing in our modern scenario today. Okay, so let us say that part of our culture is social media, social networking, uh, Facebook, YouTube. Okay, so psychologists found out that the use of online social networking sites like Facebook can both shape and reflect to our personality. Why? One study found out that excessive spent time using the internet resulted in significant levels of anxiety and depression compared to teenagers who spent considerably less time online. So there is a big difference or a big effect between those teenagers using internet, using more of internet than compared to those teenagers are uh, using internet less. We can say or conclude that high level of social media use can reduce psychological well-being of a person. It can reduce how happy a person is and decreases the quality of relationship with friends and family. And those who spent more time talking with their parents, relatives, friends on the telephone had more satisfying personal and supportive relationships with them than the teenagers who kept in touch with uh, social media or who are sticked with social networking sites, social media, or the internet. It results to loneliness, anxiety, conflict in their relationships with the parents, friends, or other relatives. So that is the effect if social media or social network or internet is part of our culture. So it really affects our personality or our behavior, the way we think, the way we feel, the way we behave. It really affects the personality of the person if social media is part of our culture. So that is just one example of how our personality is formed by culture. There are so many examples that we can discuss, but I think social media or the internet being part of our culture is more concrete or more relatively important as an to be an example as part of our how it formed our personality. So that's it. So I think that would be all about this video report about the definition of personality and how our personality is formed by culture. So again, I will just put my sources at the end of this video report, and thank you very much for watching and listening about this video report. Thank you, Dr. Hermosilla Adalid, for spending time and watching the video. Thank you, God bless, and bye-bye.